just to be clear, none of what I share with you is based on guesswork or theory, right? It's done. What I'm going to show you today is taken from the top 20%. So if it's working for them, I'm not saying you're going to go out tomorrow and get the exact same results, because a large part of it depends on you and your abilities, right, and who your market is. But I can promise you that you can do a whole lot better than what you're doing now. So what we found with the top performers when I started looking in detail at what they did, is they had this set of habits and set of behaviours. Right, the first of which, and I know people have spoken about it already, was this investor mindset. Right, they didn't see, so Terry said earlier that I was spending money on learning all this stuff. They don't see it as spending money, but I see it as an investment. And any time they're spending money on marketing, it's an investment. They're doing it to get money back. So the reason I sort of say that is because, I mean, let me tell you a story. I sort of knew this at a level, right, because you hear people say it all the time, and you know it, right? But when the time the penny finally dropped for me was, I was at an event like this actually, and the presenter called up, like, asked a volunteer from the audience, said, who's got £20 note? Right, some guy in the front put his hand up, he pulled him onto the stage. He then got his wallet out, took £100 out of his wallet, and said, what would you do if for every time you gave him that £20 note, I'd give you 100 back? And the guy gave him £20 note, put £100 cash in his hand. And he said, what would you do? Because I said, well, I'll keep doing it all day. And for me, it was like, yeah, that's exactly what marketing is. You invest money, you put money into something, whatever it is, and then you reap the rewards from the clients. But the only thing that really should be stopping you in terms of growing your business is cash flow. But at the time when I saw that, I wasn't actually investing any money in marketing because I didn't think I had enough. I was telling myself I didn't have enough money. But you should always be investing in at least something, right? Even if it's £3 a day. Right? There's no one in this room that can't afford £3 a day, and the reason I say that is because that's less than a Starbucks cup of coffee. And when you think about it, even sort of a drug addict can afford a cup of Starbucks a day. Right? Is that true? So why can't we? So we should at least be investing something in marketing. There's no excuse for not investing at least something in marketing. As your business grows, you invest more. But what the rule we don't have a marketing budget. Right? It's not a budget. It's what am I willing to invest to acquire a new client? And we've heard people talk about it already. But what am I willing to invest to acquire a new client? It's about buying customers. Just give you an example of this. You know the company Amazon? Yeah. Right? I'd be surprised if you didn't. You know their Kindle, their electronic reader device. With that Kindle, when they sell that device, they actually lose money. Right? The cost of them making a Kindle, they sell it for cheaper. But they know once you've got a Kindle, what are you going to do when you want a book? You're going to go to Amazon, right? And that's their investment. They're actually doing that at a loss. I'm not saying to do that at a loss, but the goal really is you want to cut even with your marketing. So if you're investing £3 a day on marketing, you want to be making £3 a day back in theory, okay? Depending on what you're selling. Obviously, if you've got a high ticket item, you can afford a lot more. So the only thing that really should sort of slow you down is cash flow, right? But once you know your numbers, you have the ability to almost print money. So going back to the example I said, is that if for every £20 you gave me, I gave you £100 back, you wouldn't stop, right? You simply wouldn't stop. So is there anything you want to
No, you cooked that really well, really.
Great stuff. So the important thing that you should know, or at least have an idea on, if you're new, obviously it's more difficult, but you should know how much is each client worth to you over their lifetime. How much is each client worth to you over their lifetime? Of course it can always increase, so as well as working on getting new clients, you work on increasing the lifetime value, but you need to have at least an estimate. Right? Whether it's going to be 100% accurate, you need to have at least an idea. And you can sort of work out, depending on what you sell, you can sort of work it out. And you can sort of be conservative. So I mean, when we first did this, I said, okay, if each client's worth £300, so I knew it would be a lot more than that. But I thought if I can save £300, then I know basically up to £299, I can invest that in marketing and still get a profit. Obviously, it's only £1, but a profit's a profit at the end of the day. So you need to be very clear on what that is.